Hello, everyone, and welcome back to ManifestSeven's channel. Got some news to dive into today, but first off, we're once again here with Sturgis. How are you doing?
Good to be here.
Good, glad to have you. So you guys aren't getting all the cold that everyone else is, are you?
No, I'm in sunny Southern California. So we're braving, temperatures in the mid 50s. It's an absolute nightmare out here.
Oh yeah, I feel so sorry for you. Let's say it's down to 0 Fahrenheit here last night. But congrats on surviving this the terrible 50s. So
Yeah, it's the largest market in the world. It's also the most pleasant.
I'll get out there someday, I promise. So then we got two PRs we really wanted to dive into today, one from the 10th of February and one from the 16th, respectively. So the first one was you guys announced expansion of delivery operations in Northern California. And the second one was a new local on-demand delivery operation in San Francisco. So you guys are really taking over California. Can you dive into what these mean?
Yeah, well, so on the distribution side, we've been building a statewide infrastructure. So our kind of concept initially was pins in the map, licensed distribution centers in kind of the major hubs around California, commercially connect them, and then build a full services suite around that infrastructure. So this is really part and parcel of the Northern California component of that strategy. We actually have been distributing in NorCal for the last 3 years almost out of a facility in Oakland. This new one in Brisbane is much more scale. It's multi-use. So we've migrated an existing distribution business from our Oakland facility into a much larger optimized facility in Brisbane where the tax rate also is a lot more favorable. So there's a lot of tax arbitrage involved in that too.
Okay, so these, as you had said prior to us starting the recording, these are small building blocks and something much bigger you guys have been doing.
Yeah, and you'll see this trajectory, kind of fill out over the next several weeks. Like it ties in with, frankly, the following press release that's on the agenda to talk about today. With the kind of migration of the distribution operation out of our Oakland facility. Oakland was also originally licensed for distribution and retail home delivery. And so with that additional space, we've now increased the capacity of our retail delivery business in the former home of the distribution business that's now moved to Brisbane. And that's like 1,000% increase to service that Northern California market. So all these pieces will kind of roll and fit together into a uniform Northern California presence that crosses distribution to service enterprises across the supply chain, integrated with home delivery to actually bring those products direct to consumer to the front door of the end user.
Okay, so you guys are pretty well maturing into California while still working with other states.
Well, we have an ancillary business in Arizona, which is not regulated products. So it's affinity products can be sold anywhere in the world. Lighters, rolling papers, accessories, consumables. So we have a presence in that state. From a THC perspective, from a regulated perspective, our focus for the last several years has been solely on California. It's the queen on the chessboard from a long-term perspective, particularly as this evolves not only into kind of US legalization, but a global supply chain. This is really the epicenter. So our focus has been on completing this infrastructure, proving out the commercial concept around the services and the integration of retail. And as we get further, into this year, we'll start looking opportunistically at additional states. But there's way too much of a commercial and a strategic market in California to take our eye off that ball quite yet.
Yep. That's a really good point. When I was talking to Pierre last week, we had talked about it. And yeah, California is like the epicenter. They're just so far ahead of the curve when it comes to the cannabis industry right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And to the extent where it's kind of a gift and a curse. It's the 5th largest economy in the world, or the 6th. It trades back and forth every now and then. It's as populous as Canada. It's by every benchmark, whether consumption or production, the largest market anywhere in the world. But at the end of the day, it's also the most commercially fragmented and dysfunctional. And so a lot of the larger companies have kind of stayed away from California. Some of them have attempted it here and broken their pick. So, whoever cracks the code in this state has effectively cracked a proprietary position, not just in California as a standalone market, but the rest of the US and North America, and eventually the rest of the world.
Wonderful, Sturgis. Sounds like things are getting exciting and heating up. Look forward to more and more of these PRs coming out. Is there anything else you want to offer people before we sign off?
No, I told you I was a 19th century American history and literature specialist in college. So it's fun to literally be laying the railroads of this industry. And that's exactly what we're doing up and down the state of California.
Wonderful. Well, keep at it, Sturgis. Look forward to the next one. Thanks everyone for watching. Don't be afraid to leave a comment below and subscribe. Have a great day.
Thanks so much.